Hi, everyone. I'm Josh Radbod, co-founder and CEO of the Avantpay Conference, the B2B conference for payments, banking, and compliance in the cannabis industry. I'd like to welcome Tony Repanich from Shield Compliance, our Avantpay 21 compliance track sponsor. Tony, thank you so much for being here today. Please tell us a little bit about you and what your business does.
Well, Josh, nice to see you. Thanks for having us. I'm the president and chief operating officer for Shield Compliance. And what we do at Shield is we're working with banks and credit unions around the country on the unique BSA AML risks associated with this industry. So we have a software platform that both helps with onboarding new clients and all the underwriting that happens there. And as you know, the real fun begins once you start banking them. So our compliance platform helps with that ongoing compliance monitoring and government reporting.
Fantastic, man. Thank you so much. So tell me a little bit more about your customers and exactly how you help them.
Sure. So our customers are generally state chartered community banks and credit unions that have decided to get into banking direct license holders in the cannabis industry. And so with that, we're really bringing together unique sets of data to help them analyze these customers. So all of our bankers have some other risk management platform in place, right? They've got to manage BSA AML risk for all of their clients. But when they get to this portfolio, there's a special set of requirements that they have to follow under that FinCEN guidance. And we really feel we can add value to that as bringing more data to the equation than those traditional systems bring to them. So what we do is we bring all that data together, we create alerts, case management, and then we aggregate data so it's ready for those continuous SAR reports that become a real burden for the financial institution.
Yeah, that's what we've heard. Those reports can certainly be a pain, and it sounds like you guys bring together a complete package to help solve their main issues. So that's fantastic. So Tony, quick question about our conference. What are you most excited about for the Avantpay 21 conference next year?
Well, I think, you know, the conference brings together some of the best people in the industry. And so that opportunity to engage with people that are thinking about how to tackle the unique payments problems, bankers that are interested in serving this industry, and even bankers that are already in but are trying to do better or grow their business. And so all of those conversations that you get to have with people that are looking at different sides of the same puzzle or the same Rubik's Cube. And so I really find that to be the greatest value. It's sometimes the hallway conversations at the conference are just as good as the presentations on stage.
I couldn't agree more. Thank you so much for saying that, Tony. And you kind of touched on this, but who would you like to meet at the Avantpay 21 conference and why?
I think for me, it's really about meeting bankers that are just really evaluating if this is right for their financial institution. I think there's so much good content that they can glean from the conference. So an opportunity to talk to them, see what they're thinking about it, how it fits into their financial institution, especially with the conference being on the East Coast. You know, I think we're going to see a lot more banks look at, a lot more states look at legalization, if for no other reason for the tax revenue. And so it's going to be an issue for bankers then to decide if this is an industry they want to get into. So I'm really excited to talk to some of those bankers and credit union executives, especially in those states that are just now emerging on this opportunity.
I couldn't agree more. And I think we've seen a lot of this pop up recently in the news where a lot of states are looking at cannabis to, you know, try and resolve some of this burden that's been put on by COVID. So I couldn't agree more, my friend. So one last question. What is one fact about you that would surprise anyone?
I think the fact that before I got into this business, I was a pretty straight-laced community banker for 25 years. And I think most of the bankers I worked with didn't even think I knew how to spell weed, let alone would be working in an industry that was helping to enable banking for it. So I think that's one of the little known facts is there's a lot of bankers that have decided to get into cannabis banking because it's a really meaty, interesting problem to solve. And it's been a lot of fun working with those bankers and payments professionals around the country and folks like you, Josh, to figure out how to solve this problem for this industry that needs access to good quality banking.
Tony, thank you so much for being here today. And I'm going to not take you too much longer. I know you got to get back to helping all these banks in the industry. So If you'd like to meet Tony and the rest of his team at the Avantpay 21 conference, please join us next year, September 9th through 10th, 2021 at the Washington Capitol Hilton. Thank you all so much. Bye-bye.
We'll see you then.